Hilfiger, nigga. Monday afternoon. This is the Star Report. I am your host, the illustrious and praiseworthy Troy Terrain. Kids, I'm shaking in my boots right now. I'm clacking at the knees. I just got the second Moderna vaccination. Oh, and I filmed it. Give me some time. I'm going to post it on my IG page after I take my afternoon nap, you know? Whew, shit. How you guys doing? Let me start with you first before I start talking about my favorite topic, myself. Troll babies, good afternoon. I had, past tense, a slight cloudiness in my head, so I went and, took a Tylenol, my punk ass. Oh, I take medication, pills, shots. You know what it is with me, huh? Got one foot in the grave, born in 1964, had a liver transplant in 2008, so yes, I'm worried about me. You don't want the shot? That's fine. Do you? But I got my shot this afternoon, huh? Whew. Okay, Dana with the smoke should be calling in. Dana, I'm snitching. Dana called me this morning and said, don't lie to me. I want to ask you a question. She said, you've been talking about that Moderna a whole lot. You get in the bag, ain't you? I said, no. I said, you can get a bag for promoting your shot? She said, yeah, nigga, don't lie. I said, no, I haven't got a bag, but, if I make it through this second round, tell me where I go to get a bag. So she might be calling in. Hold on a second. Let me turn the volume down on this goddamn phone. Okay. But, respect to those who do not want the shot. I respect everybody's position, opinion. Listen, I'm as old as dust. You know this. I have to take care of family members, so I want to make sure that I'm not infecting anyone else. If I have anything, I don't know, all right? Okay, we're also going to talk this afternoon. Hold on a second. Star got his second Moderna vaccine that's on the screen. Let me move this to, Is this propaganda, kids? I need official cannabis, marijuana aficionados to educate me. I do research in the afternoons. You know this. So, there's a lengthy report, maybe 30 pages. I'll give you the source shortly, where they are saying increased risk for COVID-19 breakthrough infection in fully vaccinated patients with substance and disorders. What does that mean? Let me go to my community section on my YouTube page because I did put up the post from the New York Post. Hold on a second. Let me read that one to you too. It doesn't make sense to me. Smoking marijuana could lead to breakthrough COVID cases. Study finds. What the fuck are they saying? This is according to World Psychology. That's the source. Let me say again. World Psychology. From last week. A lengthy goddamn PDF breaking this whole thing down. Let me put this on the screen so you can see what I'm seeing. I'll comb through this. Give me some time. And also, my main topic this afternoon for research purposes. California becomes the first state to require gender-neutral toy aisles at large retail stores. As a heterosexual man, this concerns me. Even though I'm not a father of any biological kids, people have claimed I'm their father over the years. That's fine, as long as you're not trying to sue me for child support. I'm your daddy, whatever. But this concerns me. Let me just mentally massage this so that I don't say the wrong thing to offend anybody intentionally. So we want the children in California, this is the first state, I'm sure others will follow. We want the kids to be able to choose their gender? Children? Who don't even know how to wipe their asses properly yet? They don't know which carbs or pasta or vegetables or what to eat when. If you left it up to them, they would eat candy morning, noon, and night. You're going to let them decide what gender they want to be. Roughly 5 years ago, I remember because you guys were dogging me out. I was doing a show. That was in the Star Chamber days. And I was saying in a joking way, hey, I'm color neutral now. Don't call me black. I'm not white, even though my mom was white. I'm color neutral. Remember that, troll babies? Now I'm thinking about seriously classifying myself as color neutral. If I get pulled over by the police, I might want to say, well, why are you pulling me over? Is this routine? What's going on? Well, sir, we just, we saw your car. Well, how could you see my car? I'm invisible. I don't have a color. You can't even see me right now. I'm invisible. I don't have a color. Now, that may sound a little off and a little crazy, but where are we going as a goddamn society? If anything, you want to encourage your children to be something with what you, those of you who are believers in the theory of God, with what you believe to be consistent with your religious doctrines. The Quran, the Torah, the Talmud, the Hadith, the Holy Bible, Old and New Testaments. Whether you like the wording or not, does it not give you a framework, an outline? And you are the ones who are saying that God, in a roundabout way, has made a mistake. Atheists like myself, we're not saying that. We're saying do what you want, however, but just don't target the mind of a child before he or she has a chance to even understand life itself. Give me a second. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be sipping a protein shake in about half an hour, just in case I start feeling any type of chills or anything. But these are my topics of discussion this afternoon. Give me a second. Hold on. Salute to those of you, who just sent in PayPal donations. Thank you so much. I missed them, pardon me. I will try and go back. As you know, I do like to put respect on those who respect the machine. Also, coming up a little later, I want to talk about one of my film projects that is in motion. I'm looking for a screenwriter in the Atlanta area only. Hear me out. I say this with all due respect. Please do not email me if you're from New York or you're moving to Atlanta. I don't want to talk to you. You have to live here. I would really prefer someone who is born and raised in the Atlanta area. Please do not email me saying, yo, I got a friend, you should contact so-and-so. I will not respond. Please do not tag me on Twitter or Instagram with somebody who you know is a screenwriter. I will not contact them. I might even block you. I don't like to be tagged, on some random shit. If you are a screenwriter, I am paying people, as I always do. Reach out to me. Let's have a discussion. Here's my email address. I'll even make it easier for you. For those of you who, what's your email? There it is right there. Screenwriter for a small independent film here in Atlanta. You have to live in Atlanta. Okay, the Combs 444. Thank you for your donation. Then they're going to put 5 in you and say, you're red now. You are absolutely right. Oh, you're invisible. Pow, pow, pow. Yes, you got it. So why are we allowing major toy corporations to create aisles where babies can make a decision based upon how they feel? That's the point. You got it. Yeah. I'm driving. I feel like a frog. I feel like a toad. You can't talk to me because we don't speak the same language. You're speaking cop talk, English talk. I don't understand you. I feel spicy right now. Oh, really, nigger? Get out of the car. Oh, you won't get out? Pow, 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 pow. Number one. Salute to the machine. Thank you so much if I said that right. Number one. I'm just going to say number one, okay? Where's Dana? I want to talk to Dana early. Dana said, don't you lie to me or you get in the bag. Dana with the smoke. Hang on. I'll be right there. Stay there. Stay there.
Okay.
Dana trying to sell out. Go ahead, girl. I said, Dana, do some research. Find a link. If I make it through this second goddamn shot, I'm going to be promoting the shot. Why not? Star been and sellout. That ain't nothing new. Lafayette, I got your donation. Star, will you ever do another hate-a-thon? Absolutely. Listen, I'm working on something now. Give me a little time, you know? I thank you for your support, Lafayette. But I always like to update, what it is that I've done. But I'll keep you posted. Thank you. Toma, I've got your donation. Salute to all colonizer coochie for my tomahawk. Yeah, happy Columbus Day, huh? And so what if he never set foot on America? So what? Matter of fact, Rory hit me a little while ago and said, happy Columbus Day, Paisan. Absolutely. And one more for right now. Is it Jalil? Jahil? Pardon me if I said your name wrong. Jahil. Thank you for your donation, sir. Inshallah. Peace. Hotep. Assalamu alaikum. If any of those apply to you. Okay, so Star got his second Moderna vaccine. We'll talk about that. What else? I got a couple of sponsors I want to address at some point today. But so far, I feel good. Troll babies, anybody get their second shot and have any issues? Dana said, Nick, you talking too much about that Moderna. You must have got a bag. Bring Dana right now. Dana, good afternoon. Dana with the smoke.
Hi.
Am I lying? That's what you said to me this morning. You said, don't lie. You get in the bag? Come on.
Yes, I did, because it was too much on the positive side. Oh, I'm not drinking. I'm not doing this. Is it because of the shot? No, it's not.
Look at God. Look at God. Good.
So I sent you a couple of things.
Go ahead. I got it. Let's talk.
For you to look at your own time.
No. Let's talk now, goddamn. If I come up out of this this week, I'm gonna be contacting these people. What did you send me? Something from Reuters. Denmark, pause Moderna COVID for younger age groups. Are they giving me a bag? What is this?
No, that's just when I was talking about whether it's side effects to certain vaccines, particularly Moderna. And that was just an article that came out recently. And I also sent you a link to a website. This is a database that tells you a list of all the reported side effects people had with these vaccines and other vaccinations as well.
Yeah.
So it's a government website that,
okay. Now, hang on a second, Dana. With all due respect, I'm up to speed on all of this. You called me and said, okay, don't lie. Are you getting a bag? You're doing a lot of promotion. And I said, well, no. If I come through this, can I get a bag? So never mind all these side effects. I don't want to read nothing else right now. I took the shot. I recorded it. I got my goddamn vaccination card. The real game of death. I got your donation. Thank you. I'm beyond all of these common side effects and all that nonsense. Who do I contact if I make it through? Let's say Thursday. Who do I contact to say, hey, I'll promote the Moderna shot? What type of bag can I get?
Okay, like for instance, it could be a medical organization or something like, let's say, NAACP.
Okay.
If being that you are in media, you have a platform, a large platform, yes, people could come in and pay you to promote the pros or, to getting a vaccination, especially to the Black community.
Right.
So you could also get a federal and state contract if you have a business and if you are if your business is certified as a minority business as well.
Okay.
So
Did you send me that link, Dana? Where's that link?
No, I'll send it. I'll send it to you. I'll send you information on that. I have to, get to gather the information.
Yeah.
But I would send you information as far as that for you. Everybody, you have to already have something established. And this has nothing to do with PPP loans. No, this is for established businesses, or established influencers.
Yeah.
Did I say it right? Yeah.
Content creators, all that. Okay, so listen.
Content creators, yes.
Right.
So
hang on. Hear me out.
And there's a lot of money out there.
I'm willing to promote The Matrix. I'm 57. I'm just another cog in the wheel. And for those who don't know my history, I came to New York once upon a time inspired by David Sarnoff, not Russell Simmons, not Fred Williamson, not Jim Brown in the movie Slaughter. No, so I came here to be a part of the machine, and that's why I called the Star Report and my other shows The Machine. So, yeah, you keep me posted. If I can get a bag and promote the goddamn the shot, I'm here for the bullshit.
Well, and that was another reason why I called and asked you, because, too, I want to tell you to slow down from promoting it, because you already gave them a lot of promotion for free.
Okay.
So, yeah, going forward, I wouldn't say anything until somebody comes to you saying, hey, promote what we're doing or promote this or whatever, but I will give you that information.
Okay, well, listen, Dana, if you can be my broker, my liaison, make it happen, okay? Now, for those who don't know, you are in the health field, but you have not gotten the shot, correct?
Yes, I have a medical exempt.
Now, that's a fancy term for chicken shit, with all due respect.
I have a medical exempt. I have a documentation that my doctor signed. I have a medical exempt, but no, I have not been vaccinated yet.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, keep me posted. Good to hear from you. But yeah, if you find any place I can get a bag off of this goddamn shot, if I make it before the week is out, I'm here for it. Hey, also before you go, Dana, you up to speed? My main research topic: California becomes first state to require gender-neutral toy aisles at large retail stores. Any thoughts?
I wanted to comment on that. Yeah, I'm totally against it.
Okay.
Totally against it. Okay. For what? For what? Children go to a toy store. They don't care if the toys, are separated by boy, girl, or gender. So why are you pushing this? So I'm totally against it. Even as a parent, a grandmother, as a consumer, I'm going to a store and I'm buying my grandkids some toys. I don't want to be confused. First of all, having all the toys in one aisle. I need it to be separated. And I also believe if you are born as a boy, that means you have a penis, then that's your gender, that is your sex. So your gender is determined by your sex. That's how you should be raised until you are old enough to make whatever decision you want.
Got you. Okay. All right.
So I'm totally against that. And, it's California. I don't know. That's California. But hopefully it doesn't spread to other states.
It will. Dana, have a great day.
It will, but I'm just concerned, and I do have a problem with that. So, yeah.
Have a great day. I'm going to
parents need to push back.
Yeah, I'm going to ramble here on this caffeine. Talk to you soon, okay?
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye now. All right. Dana with the smoke on the check-in. Yeah, called me early talking about, don't lie. Nigga, don't lie. You get in the bag? You doing too much. Hey, salute to The Real Game of Death. You just sent in a donation. Star, I've never sold out. 38 years in the game. Underground graffiti bomber. Haven't made 1 cent from it. Salute to you, sir. I tried to go bombing back in the early 80s in some train yard uptown Manhattan. I was going to George Washington High School. You may have heard me speak about this before. I went out with a guy named Silvio, Flacco, and Alex. I came from the beautiful suburbs of Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And I took a good look at myself when I was inside the train. It was either the number 1 or the number 9, I forget. Where these big-ass thick markers were writing, and the train yard, so much soot, and it stunk. I looked at myself and I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? Riding on a train. So salute to you, the real game of death. Yeah, I wanted to make money in New York, and that's what I came to New York for. Yeah, I'm a proud sellout, sir, but thank you so much for your donation, okay? Hold on a second. Pizarro on the check-in. Can I chime in on the California toy situation? Absolutely. Where are you, sir? I'm doing research today, guys, as you know. Good afternoon. Is this Pizarro? Pizarro.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Star. How you doing today? Happy
good.
Monday.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm alive. I just got my second Moderna shot. You know, if I make it throughout the week, I'm going to start speaking in tongues.
Hey, I believe you, man. I've been paying attention to the show. Yeah. You haven't took a drink in a while, so salute to that.
Yeah.
Healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. Health is wealth.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in on the California toy situation.
Please.
It's funny that you actually used that as a topic this morning, because that was like the first thing I saw when I logged on to my Twitter feed this morning.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought was, well, it's just more bug breaking. This is just, you know, this is the road that we in. This is the time that we're in. And it's going to be definitely adopted by other states. I'm in Arizona, so I've already seen it in some of the other stores here. They just haven't emphasized it on the news, or they haven't, you know, put it in people's faces. But I have a 13-year-old daughter. Okay. So, you know, I've had to have these conversations with her. In fact, to be honest with you, tomorrow is her first day at a new school. Okay. She was going to a science academy, and I have an app on her phone where I can see every text messages, everything. And a lot of the kids, a lot of the kids, you know, they're pushing all of this non-binary ideology. And I'm not a Bible thumper, but I was raised in the church, and I can't quote Bible verses and all that, but I do claim to be a man that tries to stick to the blueprint of, you know, what I was programmed on.
If I can jump in for a second, sir, with all due respect.
Yeah.
You know, I do not support tribalism. So that whole buck breaking thing, it doesn't really mean anything to me in that sense. You are who you are who you are. You love who you love. If I were a father of biological kids, I would just want the kids to be healthy. I don't care if you're gay, trans, just be healthy. Don't do drugs. Try not to hang out with future convicts, sluts, whores, killers, you know, all the people that I hung out with. You feel me? But my thing is, for the life of me, I'm concerned that you let a child have a choice at that tender age to be what they want to be. You know, that concerns me. But go ahead.
Well, I'm going to keep it funky with you, Star. I definitely feel what you're saying, but as long as you eating off my plates, you're going to do what I say. And that's how it is in my house.
Good point.
That's how my mom raised me.
Good point.
You know, when I got a little bit older, 16, 17, I was a good child up until about 16, 17. And my mom, I started making some crazy decisions. And my mom came to me and she said, if you're going to do something crazy, let me know so we can get this insurance together. So it basically.
Your mom kept it G at an early age. She kept it G with you.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So in my house is, you know, and that's just what it is. And that kept me, you know, my best friend got shot and killed when he didn't even make it to 21.
Wow.
And that was because, you know, his mom was a single mother, and I'm not trying to go all up in that single mother stuff and all yada, yada, yada. Yeah. But I had a 2-parent home, and, you know, I'm living my life, raising my kids, hustling and trying to be a success. and he's no longer here because he made the decision that he was going to go rob a convenience store, and he got shot in the back on his way out. Wow. So I just, look at what I've been through in my life, and as much as I didn't like being forced in the church and all of that, I find myself at an older age, 33, reflecting on a lot of stuff that was, pushed on me and taught to me, and I'm able to navigate, I feel like, better in life because of that.
Okay. Now, if I can also ask you one question, because I pay attention. You said you have an app on your daughter's phone to monitor the text messages, yes? And she's how old, 13?
13, yes, sir.
Do you think that type of, I'm going to say monitoring as opposed to spying, do you think that type of monitoring is healthy for her? Do you think that she sees you as someone who trusts her, or you don't trust her, so you've got to watch her? Or are you watching other niggas with regards to your baby? Go ahead.
Both.
Okay.
My daughter, she's young, but she, I don't know if her body is taken up after her mother's genes, but she kind of is a developing young woman, and she has, a couple of assets that, I don't want other men looking at. So yes, number one, I need to be able to know if she's getting in contact with somebody that's R. Kelly, and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And two, I need to know, what she's saying, what's coming in, because I'm gonna just keep it honest. Back when I was coming up, and again, I'm not that old, I'm only 33. Right. All of this, explicit material that's available online is just so readily available. Right. Back when I was coming up, you had the internet was kind of in its infancy, so we were still getting magazines and all of that kind of stuff. Right. So what I experienced is like that explicit stuff, or when you start getting into that inappropriate world of, sexual misconduct and all of that.
Gotcha.
That can really contaminate you, especially as a young person, and can form addictions and get you into, all of this kind of crazy stuff.
I'm going to say you sound like a good father, even though I have very little knowledge in that area. But hey, man, I got to take more calls. Yeah. Thank you for your support. Have a great day.
All right. Salute.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. Maybe he's doing the right thing. I don't know. Spying on the kids, huh? Or is it spying? I mean, you can go right to your kids' TikTok pages, their Instagram pages. You can see what they're saying and doing anyway. So why not put an app on the goddamn phone? Folks, on the screen, I'm going to do a lot of promoting today. www.herbandstone.shop. One of my sponsors. www.herbandstone.shop. You got the almighty Shay. Okay, got the pretty right there. Great packaging. See that? Also got Royal Flesh, Sugar Scrub. Again, www.herbandstone.shop. Please go there. Tell them I sent you. And some lavender. Lavender. Okay. Great products. I've been using some of these because I've been working on my skin, my tone, all that sort of jazz. Purr. And coming up later, I'm going to be talking about some other products. Oh! Where's the homie Crime Skills? Crime Skills, I have been using some of the products you sent me from Green Island Spice. I've been using the steak sauce. I'm almost out of the steak sauce, but remember Crime Skills? Of course you do. He called into the show. Man from Yard, hot pepper sauce, and the herbal vinaigrette dressing. Okay. And let me see if I have one of my sponsors calling in today with regards to what's on the screen right now. www.thebarbershopconversations.com/9wives. Give me a second, guys. If anybody wants to call in about the fight this past Saturday, please do. Deontay Wilder got his shit rocked. Salute to Nomad Nick, but I would never say, my bad. Fuck that, man. Nomad Nick, as you guys know, calls into the show, disrupts the show a lot to take shots at people. Does he not? No. Disrupts the show, takes shots at people, and I allow him to do it, even though I cut him short sometime. He always wants to get one off. So don't feel sorry for him now because he hung up Saturday night, left me to do the goddamn commentating by myself. Not that I can't. I does that anyway. I'm even doing some amateur boxing commentating here in Atlanta, but, I just... He always takes shots at these guys. When he calls in, 100 Acre Woods, Crown from D.C., Florida Boy Jay. So they called in and got at him prior to the boxing event. It is what it is. Here's what I want to ask the troll babies. Guys, what excuse is Deontay Wilder using now with regards to why he lost? Is he saying anything about the weight of his costume? Oh, his costume was jiggy, wasn't it? That shit was fly as fuck, matching the boots. Pizarro, okay, thank you for your donation, as I said, sir. Okay, and let me go to Andre, got your donation. Haroon got your donation. Star, as a man of science, this is disturbing. Okay, you talking about the title, sir, the main topic this afternoon? Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, it's disturbing. And Bolt Hype, I'm saying your name right, Bolt Hype, I got your donation. Okay, back to the phone lines, and I see a few donations I need to get to. Give me a second. Remember area code 424 on a Monday afternoon. Are you there? 424. We're talking about California and a few other things. Good afternoon, 424.
Yeah, what up, Star?
Hey, how are you, sir?
Man, I'm good. Rolling up some God's gift in the kush.
Okay. Well, hang on a second. Since you brought that up on the screen, I don't know if you're up to speed. There's a huge study that just came out. Smoking marijuana can lead to new COVID cases. And they're also talking about substance use and disorders. You think this is fake news, bullshit? What? I don't know. I'm doing the research now. What say you?
I mean, I'm going to say bullshit, but you never know, man. This world's so fucked up nowadays, man. But I wanted to just speak up on how old boy got beat up.
Deontay Wilder, Saturday night.
Yeah, man, that old goofy ass nigga, man, got the shit beat out of him.
Well, he fought his heart out. You give him any credit, or you think he just got washed?
I don't give him no credit. I don't give him no credit, man, because I don't know. It's just he gives me that image that he's big and bad. He get in the ring with this big old goofy looking white boy and get the shit beat out of him. And he just Wilder doesn't really look like a boxer to me. He looked like a dude that just knows how to fight.
Okay.
He's not a boxer. He's just a big old bully and got his ass put on his face.
Okay. Are you a boxing guy yourself? Because I don't know if he's gonna, or who's in line next, or who he might fight. Do you have any knowledge on that area? Or you just want to take shots at him?
Maybe that dude Joshua. I forget his last name, but I think he's from Europe.
Okay.
But I'm not that big on boxing.
Okay.
So I just watched the fight, right, and I saw him get his ass whooped.
Cool. Well, enjoy your day, sir. I'm gonna get back to what it is I'm doing here. I appreciate your support. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right. Let me point something else out here with regards to this particular showrunner title, because a lot of people in my community section on my YouTube channel were saying, it's a bullshit article. The story's bullshit. I'm like, really? Well, let's talk about it. What makes it so bullshit? And again, the source is World Psychology. It was published this past Tuesday. Something that was of interest to me, hold on a second, because it's not just marijuana. I put marijuana on the screen because it was too long to put the other substance use disorders. But here's what they referenced. Some of these drugs can cause a respiratory depression, such as opioid consumption. So we're not just talking marijuana. We're talking about the limitations, the expectations, and they're saying there is an increased risk. Does this make sense to anybody? Does anybody want to shoot this down? That's what I'm doing this afternoon with regards to research, all right? Hold on a second. Hey, Miss Strella, how are you? I got your donation. Okay, thank you, Strella. I will check that out. Yeah, I'm a capitalist. You already know that. I'm trying to get a bag. I believe everybody should make their own choice with regards to whether they do or they don't get the shot. I'm not hating on you. Go for Fetty Inc. It's a scare tactic to curb the weed market. But why? Why? Is it to get more people on the same page? The weed market is booming, yes? So why would this be some type of tactic? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, someone says, I'm your writer. Are you sending a link or samples? Hold on a second, guys. I'll spend a little time, which I'm doing research here this afternoon. Good afternoon, area code 215. Monday, are you there? 215.
What's up, Troy? What's going on with you?
Hey, what's up, man? How you feeling?
All right, man. I just seen you was on. I wanted to talk about the fight. I also want to know if you saw Clayface on $1 million worth of games.
Well, listen. You know, I fuck with Gilly heavy. I've never met Wallow, or I don't think I have, unless he sold me coke when he was out in the world. You know, the whole trolling thing he does, Clayface, it's too much for me. I don't follow him. I don't dislike the guy, but you know, after that stunt with Mike Tyson, I'm like, you know, if I have time. But it looked like some trolling shit. Yes, Gilly got up, was barking on him, screaming on him, and then Wallow said, keep our names or keep my name out your mouth or something. It's some goofy shit. Yeah, I ain't mad at nobody.
Yeah, they was talking about you know, they was talking about him working with rats and him being from the set. I don't know. He looked real goofy talking that Pyru shit. The nigga like 55. Yeah. He like your age. Like come on.
No, he's younger than me. But he looks older than me.
Oh, okay. How old is he about? Because he just look old and stupid talking about that Pyru shit. It's like, come on, man. You're a super grown man. Like, you like grandpop status.
Yeah.
Like,
well, listen, when I say goofy shit, I'm not clowning Wallow or Gilly, because Gilly's my guy. Don't get it twisted. But it was like a goofy type of skit, like a you know, comedy thing. So if it works, cool. But I don't have that much time to invest into it. You know, it's whatever it is. But
I feel you.
You wanted to talk about the fight Saturday night.
But the fight, yeah, man.
What excuse is Deontay Wilder using now? Did you hear anything? I'm not to speak.
I ain't hear no excuse from him. But I'm gonna put it to you like this: on Instagram, I tried to tag him in a couple of Mike Tyson fights, and maybe he could have watched some videos and shit. Like how is they training this nigga? Like, do they still train these niggas like to go 12 rounds? Because he was done by like the 4th round. Like, and I was always under the. I'm from Philly, right? So this a boxing city, and we got the boxing trail. We got boxing gyms in every neighborhood. Got a boxing gym, and I see these guys. They train for stamina. Yeah, you know, we got the boxing trail. You run up and down the hills and shit, running through the park, and it's like you do this every day to get your win together for a 12-round match. Like, how is this nigga winded?
But, sir, he's not from Philly, so I don't understand the correlation. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
No, I know he's not from.
Yeah, he ain't a Philly nigga.
I know he's not from here, but I mean, I've seen boxers being trained, and it's like, how is they training this nigga? Like, how are you not trained to like an Olympic boxing match is more than 4 rounds? Like, why is this motherfucker getting winded after the 4th round? Yeah. Like, how is that possible? Like, how is he being trained? Like, the motherfucker, he just went out there and embarrassed himself. That's really what he did. Like,
well, listen, he is a professional. I can't shit on the guy, and I don't know if you heard my commentary. I was rooting for Deontay Wilder. At the last minute, I said, I'm going to root for the black man. I'm rooting for the black man.
Yeah, I heard the show. Y'all did a good job until they chased Nomad Nick off the air. Yeah. But y'all was doing a good job. But but that fight was an embarrassment, man. Like, he need to go to a gym and learn how to box. Yeah. Like, that's what he need to do and stop embarrassing himself. But you doing?
Hang on a second. Do you know what fight I did call back in the days? I was on Hot 97.
Yeah, I remember you did it.
Hang on. I was on Hot 97, and I was talking about that Philly brawler who cleaned Tito's clock in the last round. Put some respect on that man's name. What is it?
You talking about Bernard?
B-Hop.
Yeah, Bernard. Yeah.
Huh? Dropped him in the garden.
Bernard. Yeah.
Dropped him in the garden. Hey, man. Every Hispanic in the tri-state wanted to kill me. I was talking so much shit. But before the fight and after the fight, I said, man, they got something in Philly called Philly Brawlers. Y'all don't know nothing about that here in New York, huh? And sure enough, turned it over the last punch. Anyway, good. Finish up, man. Good. I'm rambling.
No, man. I was just shouting you out, man. I just thought you might have seen Clayface, and that fight was horrible. I hope for my man's future, I hope he go to a real boxing gym and train with real boxing trainers and get his wind up, like his strength, his stamina up, because he looked horrible out there. He embarrassed the brothers, man, talking that African shit, that everyday shit. And
with all due respect, I'm just going to say this. With all due respect, if he's going to work on his stamina, his breathing, his conditioning, he's got to get rid of his girl. Is that his girl or his wife? She looks like the type.
Yeah, that was his lady out there.
Yeah, she looks like the type that be jerking on his Johnson, you know. Blowing the bagpipes in B flat. He gives her the debit card to go shopping. Meanwhile, that nigga's laying up in the bed, drained. All his energy and protein drained.
You gotta be backed up like 2 months before you go into a heavyweight championship bout. You can't be laying up there with no red bones.
Right.
Eating grapes and fucking all night. Yeah, you can't. You definitely 100% about that.
Yeah. Hey man, thanks for the call. Salute, man. Thank you.
All right, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Philly on the check-in. Yeah, man. Did I go back too far for some of you, Bernard Hopkins? Hold on a second. Oh, they were calling the station. Yo, you talking wild, reckless about Puerto Ricans. Hold on. He just brought that shit back. September the 29th, 2001. Felix Trinidad versus Bernard Hopkins. Oh, that wasn't a classic, kids. That was a monumental event. Yeah. It went down on the 29th because, of course, 9/11 happened. It was scheduled for September the 15th. They pushed it back. Anyway, hold on a second. Guys, if you're just not joining the show, I'm doing research here this afternoon, and I do want to promote some of the things that I'm working on personally. I'm looking for a writer, screenwriter here in Atlanta. Please, Atlanta only, no disrespect. I don't want to talk to anybody from New York, New Jersey. I need a southern vibe with regards to the script. The script is completed. I just need you, or two people at the most, two screenwriters at the most, to tweak some things. And please do not email me about somebody else, a friend of yours, or telling me who I should contact. I'm not contacting anybody. If you're a writer, please reach out to me. This is a paid gig, okay? Please don't email me talking about, yo, I'm moving to Atlanta next month. Let's do drinks. Nah, I don't do drinks. I do coffee and lunch, and that's it, okay? So I'll leave that on screen for a little while. Hang on a second. Blade, I got your donation. Thank you. Shit, bit my tongue. Blade says, Star, salute for getting your second vaccine and for fulfilling your obligation as a federal employee. Blade also says, Star wouldn't want his kids hanging out around shiesty, cutthroat, conniving Brooklyn niggas like himself. That's a whole fact. What parent wants their child to go through what they went through? There's a rapper from Staten Island. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want this to be taken the wrong way. And I saw his son, who's some type of music producer. He's in college. And he's the opposite of his father. His father is a huge... his father's in the Wu-Tang Clan. And it made me smile to see his son so well-mannered, so well-spoken. Clearly, he was raised in a different lifestyle and area from his father. And his father and I are very, very cool. But it just made me say, wow, man, that's such a beautiful thing to be able to do better for your kids, you know? Because he was in and out of jail and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, so the point is, or if there was a point, yeah, you don't want your kids doing the shit that you went, especially if you were on some just grimy shit, you know? You want your kids to speak well, have the things you didn't have growing up, but then not necessarily spoil them to the point where they can't appreciate things, if that makes sense. But thank you, Blade. Yeah, I don't give a goddamn if my kids are transgender. I don't give a fuck what you are. Just stay away from cocaine. Oh, God. Cocaine, whores, and stilettos. Niggas out here doing stick-ups. Niggas impersonating DEA agents. Stay the fuck away from those types of people. Like a blood clot, Zet got your donation. Star Dana sounds scared of her own shadow. She can list more side effects than a Cialis commercial. Get the shot, Dana, and stop fronting. Dre at Graves shift. I saw the pilot for the new Chucky TV show at New York Comic Con over the weekend. That shit is lit. Salute from Rob and Dre. Talk stuff. Hey, man, thank you for your support. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Okay, let me see if one of my sponsors is calling in. Hold on a second. Crime Skills, there you are, sir. Well, what area code? 954. Wait a minute. Crime Skills. Crime Skills, are you there, sir? Crime Skills.
Good afternoon, sir.
Man, do you see what I got on the screen right now? I've been working with what you sent me. Loving it.
You know, when I seen it just now, I was like, oh shit! I called my aunt. I called to her and stuff like that. I was talking to her just now.
Yeah, man.
I was like, look at this. It's crazy. I like the fact that you're enjoying it, though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I never forget those who support this machine, and I always give a product placement from time to time. But the steak sauce, loved it. Now I haven't tried the hot pepper sauce yet, but I'm gonna get to this this weekend when I make some oxtails. Go ahead.
All you gotta do is just let me know. I could send you another one. You feel me? You ain't gotta pay for nothing. But right now it's actually just really popping off right now because I think Walmart is about to pick it up or something like that. Plus Amazon. You feel me? You could get it on. When you order it from Amazon, you get it all packaged nice and stuff like that. So it's really, really just started taking off. But I really appreciate it. You see what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Absolutely.
You could check the I did something to the Snitch Network, but I'm gonna tap you up. But you know what I'm saying? I had a little run around to doing stuff like that. I'm gonna tap you up. But I like how you got it on the screen. That's what I've always wanted. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, listen, I learned from Johnny Carson back in the days. He would be in the middle of a goddamn show, and he would pull out a bottle of pull out a box of Ivory Snow back in the early '70s, and talk about it right in the goddamn show. So that's what I do for those who support me, man.
I like that. I like that kind of advertisement. Pertaining to the dude that called earlier. I think he said he lived in Arizona.
Yeah.
He's not. It's not watching the kid's story. It's not about watching or spying on the kids. I'm gonna be real with you. I have 3 sons.
Okay.
One with the ex-wife, one that live with me right now, and one in the belly that's about to come out sometime in December. But I'm gonna let you know this. Any child living in my house, I am the only option. I am your only choice, and that's it. It's not a matter of give the kid a choice and things like that. You can't. You just can't. It's a child. You're dealing with a child. You can't say, don't spy on the kid and let the kid be free. None of that, bro. You can't subscribe to that kind of philosophy in these times. You just can't.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So, when it comes on to the kids, once that kid is in my house, I am the only option.
Gotcha.
I am the option.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? There's no way around it. That's just that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But that's just that, man. Like I said, respect on that. I got something for you coming up. You feel me? And I appreciate that. And
cool.
anytime that's done, all you gotta do is be like, yo, crime skill, that's done, and I have another box for you. All right? All you gotta do, because I know you're gonna like it. I know eventually. The moment you start messing with it, you're gonna like it, because you've been eating Caribbean food for years now. So it's just
going back to the 70s.
All I wanted you to do.
Going back to the 70s, me and Caribbean food. But listen, man, I appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and we'll talk soon.
All right, respect.
Yes,
enjoy yours.
Thank you. Okay, crime skills on the check-in. Salute to K-Fed, Kevin Federline, Britney Spears' ex-husband. According to TMZ, I saw this morning. Even though Britney is, her father is going to be terminated as her conservator next month, the kids will remain in the custody of Kevin Federline. Huh? Pimps up. Yeah, you go ahead and get free. You and your new fiance go on and do what you got to do, but you keep that 75 racks a month coming to me and the boys. I mean, I don't know how much he gets a month. I'm just guessing, but just want to say that, man. Kevin Federline, huh? Salute to a pimp. Put 2 up in a once upon a time. Oh, Rory on the check. And Rory, I got your donation. He says, we smoking on that indigenous pack today. Oh, that was a hard shot. Rory, okay, on the check-in. It's Columbus Day, in case you guys don't know. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Okay, 6-6, where are you? Bolt? Hey, good afternoon. Is that Bolt Hype? Bolt Hype? Hello,
yo, what up, Star? This is Bolt Hype.
Hey, man, how are you? Thank you for your support. What do you want to chime in?
Man, there's just so many topics on the table. You're talking about boxing. You've got NFL. American sports are just off the chart right now. I don't know if you saw the games yesterday. I mean, the NFL games yesterday were just unbelievable. You had 47 points to 42 points. Los Angeles Chargers. Deontay Wilder. Look,
well, hang on a second. Like I do research in the afternoons. We have not brought up American football just yet. I mean, it's not really a topic that goes over with too much discussion, unless there's some type of like
trending topic.
controversy.
Trending topic, dude.
Okay, tell me what exactly, so I'll know, and then I can pull it up right now as well. Which one? Which
East Coast versus West Coast, man. East Coast versus West Coast.
No.
So here's the deal, right?
Which game? Give me the game. Which game you talking about? I'll pull it up right now.
All right, you got this coming up this Sunday, this week. Baltimore Ravens, taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. How's that for a mega big matchup? Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, one of the most electric, one of the most dynamic players in all of the NFL. He's Michael Vick mixed with Tomlinson, versus the upcoming.
I think he's better than Michael Vick, but go ahead.
To be specific, Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah. Now hang on a second.
Sorry, say that again.
You're calling from the UK. Where you calling from?
Calling from California.
Okay. I thought you said the UK. All right. So, yeah, with regards to what's coming up, I would rather focus on what happened yesterday. Was there any games that, like, stood out? Any upsets, any big upsets? I did not watch any football yesterday at all, to be honest with you.
Right now, the Super Bowl favorites that everyone's talking about are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Buffalo Bills, and the Los Angeles Chargers. Those are the three teams that everyone's buzzing about.
I am going to see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons here in Atlanta, December the 5th. I'm going to see that game.
That's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
That's going to be a great game. You know, Matt Ryan is still playing at the highest level. The Buccaneers and the Falcons pass the ball more than any other teams in the NFC, so they're going to be putting on a show there. And that's in the dome, I think, right? That's indoors. So, yeah, that's going to be high flying.
Yeah, that's correct. Now, hang on a second. With regards to my main topic, are you up to speed? California, since you're in California, becomes the first state to require gender-neutral toy aisles in large retail stores. Any thoughts on that? You're in California.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that the governor just signed a whole bunch of new bills, so people are picking and choosing. There was probably like 100 different bills that were signed. This is one thing that maybe caught people's attention. Yeah, I don't really pay it no mind. I think it's probably better if you have just a doll. You don't need it to be Barbie. You don't need it to be Ken. You just have one set of clothes, one type of doll. It'll make it easier. You don't have to worry about spending a bunch of money for your kids. You get one doll, no boys, no girls. You just get a doll. That's it.
Well, now, hang on a second. I hear what you're saying, but the reality is you guys are the first state to make this a law. So it's a little bit deeper than, it's not a big deal. It's a big deal, man. We're talking about kids choosing what they want to choose, and if you say something, you've got a problem. You're bullying, you're harassing. Your employment can
well,
be
if you're a
fucked up.
kid and you're playing with these Barbie dolls and you got these big old knockers on them and you're just this little girl, how are you supposed to feel about yourself? So what are you saying, bro? Like, what type of picture are you trying to paint?
Tell us. It's your governor. Tell us. I don't know.
No, my governor was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay.
You remember him?
Well, he's out of there, man. He's out of there.
Hold on. But what does Schwartz mean? And do you know the translation of Schwartz, anyways? It's German. I think it means.
Yeah, I forget.
I think it means.
I think his father.
I think it means black.
His father was racist. I forget, but listen, man, I got to take some other.
That's
calls.
my governor, bro. That's my governor. I'm riding with the Terminator.
Okay.
So all you guys out here voting for all these laws and all that stuff, that's fine. It's all good. Don't worry about it. You know, the big laws, of course, we got weed legalized out here. That's the big one. Okay, we're taking back the streets. We're allowed to be walking on the streets a little bit more, riding our scooters, riding our mopeds. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be more chill out here on the West Coast, which is the best coast to be Pacific.
Hold on a second. Somebody keeps calling my goddamn phone. Stop. You're calling the wrong number. Check your text messages, please. Stop calling my phone. Hey, man, I got to go. I appreciate your donation. Have a great day. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you, man. Thank you. Why you keep calling my phone? My show is not on the phone. It's on the screen. Please. Hold on a second. I hate that. Hold on a second. Folks, the number is on the screen. They've got something else going on out in California. Something with, is it condoms? You can't take it has to be 2. Hold on a second. Both people have to agree to take off the condom. California troll babies? Something to that effect, yes? If a girl takes off a condom, I'm just broad stroking, takes off the condom without your knowledge or your permission, and she gets pregnant, is she on her own? I was hoping that guy would know from California, but I don't know. Hold on a second. Where is area code 817? Good afternoon, 817, doing research. Are you there? 817. 012.
Yes. No.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
How are you, sir?
Big nigga.
Okay.
I'm good, man. This is Big B from D.C.
Okay, what's that?
The singer. Mm-hmm. So, a couple of things, man. The Nomad Nick situation the other night.
Whoa. Sir. There is no situation. Nick is a good guy, you know. We all have a bad night. Let me just say this. We all have bad nights. Maybe he just had a bad night, but here's the thing. He has been calling this show for a number of years, getting at people, right or wrong.
Right.
Yeah, getting at people.
Every time.
Disrupting the trending topic just to take a shot at people. So he talked me into commentating the goddamn fight Saturday night. I said, okay, man, I'm a little tired, but Nick's going to be there holding it down with me. So we had about an hour to kill before the goddamn fight. I'm sitting here setting up shop. I got the windows open, a cigar, and all sorts of shit. 100 Acre Woods calls in, Crown from D.C., and Florida Boy Jay. And they wanted to talk to him. They wanted to talk to him. So am I supposed to say, no, not tonight, we're busy? Or am I supposed to say, well, go ahead, you guys have been, Nick's been taking shots at you. Go ahead and talk. What was I supposed to do?
Right. You did what you did your part.
Grown-ass men.
But I'm just saying,
go ahead.
For him, though, I mean, for him at that point, I mean, you got to at least respond. I mean, tell him to shut the fuck up. Something. You got to say something. You can't just go silent.
Yeah.
Come on. Anyway, next subject. The fight itself.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful fight. Wilder just doesn't have the stamina. Some people have it. Some people don't. I don't care how much you work out. Some people just never get the stamina. I mean, I've had dudes on my football team who work out just like everybody else does.
Right.
But they just couldn't go that distance.
Okay.
He was too heavy, too top heavy, and that jabbing he was doing to the body in the beginning, that takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
He was doing his whole full body jab or whatever to the midsection. You remember that he was doing those long punches? That takes a lot out of you.
Yeah. Okay, so now hang on a second. If you're a boxing aficionado, I don't claim to be. Can he bounce back from this? Who else should he fight now? Because I don't think Tyson Fury should fight him again. I think that trilogy is over with. What should Deontay Wilder do now?
Well, Deontay Wilder needs to take a break, reassess his goals and his direction, because he's 36. That's old for a boxer, it's old for a football player, but it's not necessarily over. He could still get maybe one big bag, or maybe, I don't know. I really don't know what he should do. It's up to him, but if he just has to take a step back and reevaluate it, because the last 3 years has all been Tyson Fury. That's his only. Yeah. That was his only thing. So if that was the only thing and you're done, ride off into the sunset with your millions and do what you do. But he has some decisions to make for real.
Well, listen, man, I hate to cut you short. I have a sponsor waiting on hold, man. I appreciate your support.
Cool,
and,
no problem.
Talk to you soon.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay. Frederick, is that you, Frederick?
How you feeling, Star? How you feeling?
You're killing me. You're calling my phone, man. The number's always on the screen, man. Always on the screen. How are you?
I'm actually working out in the gym, hitting this heavy bag, so I wasn't online.
Okay.
Okay. I got an email alert, and I want to say thank you for following through with your word.
Yeah,
I totally appreciate you.
I appreciate you as a sponsor. Tell us about your project, man. You said you're at the gym. What is it people need to know? What are the new developments? Because the Nation of Islam has been going at your neck. They've been getting at me.
Yes.
But you have a film out about the messenger. We spoke about this before. Where is that project right now? And what, if anything, is going on behind the scenes? Please.
I appreciate you. The film is doing extraordinary. It's been out 2 months now, and we're in a total of over 20 film festivals. We've won a handful of them.
Nice.
And mostly these are film festivals reaching out to me. It's been about 15 film festivals reaching out to me. We'll be in Atlanta next week at the Peachtree. That's a really big. We're a finalist at the Peachtree, which is an Oscar qualifying film festival.
Okay.
It's an extraordinary film. It's amazing. It's true first-person accounts. I don't care about the Nation of Islam. They can do what they do. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying that you need to go watch 9 Wives.
Yeah.
It's an extraordinary film.
Yeah. I have it on the screen, www.thebarbershopconversations.com/9wives, and it's also in my community section. So this film is talking about the messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, his relationship with his wives once upon a time, and you're not painting him in the best light, to say the least, correct?
Well, I'm painting him in the honest light. Louis Farrakhan and his parishioners has been lying for years. You understand? You only can have one wife in America at the end of the day. And you can't marry, like we just learned a couple of weeks ago, like R. Kelly. I watched your show. And if you have a great disdain for R. Kelly, I suggest that you not call Elijah Muhammad honorable. You understand? Because you're doing your masculinity a disservice. And if you claim to have masculine energy in your body, you should have a level of respect or decency for every woman that walks this earth. You understand? And because in order for you to be a complete man, you have to nurture a woman, right? No matter what's going on in California right now. You understand? Okay. So I'm a huge advocate of masculinity. You understand? You say what you say, you do what you do, and that's why I did the film. The film has first-person accounts, Elijah Muhammad's family members, Muhammad Ali's wife. I've interviewed people as close as I can be. I signed DNA, non-disclosures.
Okay.
So I can't say who I have, but I'll just say I've taken private planes to Detroit. Okay. I've taken private planes to Chicago. I'm going to Phoenix real soon. So I'll just leave it at that. So if it's impossible to refute this, I have birth records and I'm saving them because I haven't released them. Because I have people hawking at me for them, and they offering me a great deal of money for it.
Okay.
You understand? So that's why I haven't put it online and stuff like that, because I want to present an entire project.
Gotcha.
So I can have complete control over creating it and producing it.
Okay.
So
if I can jump in and just to be objective, not that you have to, but do you keep the same? Do you keep the same energy with the Mormons?
I'll say this. If in America, have you ever seen a black mission statement, a black group change their opinion, or a white person give up their white privilege ever in America? I haven't.
But that wasn't a question. Respectfully, do you?
And I'm getting to it. Star. And the point I'm making is,
go ahead.
We can't change. A white person will never give up their privilege to a black man or to a black woman, and we got to stop feeling inferior to that ideology. We always want to accept. That's why you see our celebrities wearing Gucci and always standing beside a white man and smiling and receiving a check. You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's incredibly important that we exterminate the poison in us, in our backyard, before we go across the street to Beverly Hills. And I encourage everybody to focus on our community.
Okay.
If we say buy black, all my sponsors are black in this project. If we say support black, sponsor black, and then we go out looking, trying to cure white people, you're the fool. You're literally Bobo the fool. So I'm a huge advocate of me holding myself accountable and black men holding each other accountable. I don't focus on Joe Biden and Tom Cruise and what Joel Osteen did with the PPP money. No, I don't focus on that because that's not my concern. Okay. My concern are these gangbangers, these great kids in these schools, these bad kids in these schools that I want to project a positive image as a black man.
Okay, so if I can jump in, and again, I'm just trying to be objective. I like what you're saying. But to answer the question precisely, you don't keep the same energy for the Mormons. So when you said that you can't have multiple wives in America, that's not a true statement because those Mormons, they most certainly do. Nobody bothers them. They are in political offices. They have power. But you're saying that's not your concern, correct?
Welcome to America, Star.
Okay.
Welcome to America.
Just asking.
And I appreciate you asking because the bigger question is, are you waiting for the Democratic Party and Republican Party to say that you're an American? Or are you going to buy your house? Or are you going to work for yourself? Or are you going to, and if you don't have enough money, are you going to go to your brother, whether it's your cousin, brother, sister, hey, you put 10,000, I put 10,000. Let's go to rural Georgia. Let's go to rural Ohio and buy 3 acres and build.
Got you.
You ain't got to live in New York and be poor. You ain't got to live in Los Angeles and be poor. You can go to the Delta in Mississippi. You understand? You can go to Arkansas with $50,000 and live the greatest life ever. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And until we understand that, men like Elijah Muhammad will continue to prey on your ignorance. And that's why I'm telling y'all, go watch 9 Wives. Okay. They will take your money and live in a mansion in Chicago and buy a new Cadillac.
Walk on marble floors.
Well. You understand? So I stand on that. I'm a man that's completely independent. You understand? This film, I was already offered $350,000 for this film. I didn't take it. It was from a white JEW. I didn't take it because they said I could not do a project on Malcolm X.
Gotcha.
Anything around this subject for 6 years. I said, no, I'm not taking your money.
Okay.
You understand? Only my money has touched this project. And that's why I'm telling you, Star, to go watch it. I'm telling everybody that can hear my voice to go watch it. And you will be inspired. Okay. And for the first time in the history, you're seeing it from the victim's perspective.
Got you.
We always want to hear from the monster's perspective. We get to hear it from the victim.
Okay.
You understand?
Frederick, I hate to cut you short, man. I have to take other calls. I've had your.
I appreciate you, Star.
I have your information is on the screen so people can go to your site. And I will post the link at the top of my comment section on tomorrow's broadcast, all right?
Oh, thank you. And the next time you want to talk boxing, call me. You know I'm a boxing expert, man.
Are you?
You know what I mean? I get millions of views in boxing, man. What are you talking about?
I forgot. Now, hang on a sec. Stay with me. I forgot.
Me and Deontay Wilder go way back. He lives down the street from you, man.
I didn't know this. Okay, well, listen. Okay, before you go. I was rooting for Deontay Wilder. Not that I claim to know the ins and the outs, but it appears to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, it appears to me that Tyson Fury has his number. And when somebody, even though he got dropped twice, Tyson Fury, he knew how to pace himself to get back up and to keep a distance, how to throw some shots, and then to eventually wear Deontay Wilder down. He looked exhausted at the end. What happened?
Sure. To simply put, Tyson Fury has been fighting. He came out the womb fighting. Deontay Wilder put down beer kegs and decided to become a fighter. He started boxing at 21. Tyson Fury started fighting at 8. So when you're in those moments, those pressure moments, you can lean on your experience.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder's experience has been manufactured, so to speak. Okay. It's similar to a high school kid going to the NBA and a senior from Duke. You understand Grant Hill versus Tracy McGrady.
Okay.
You understand Jermaine O'Neal. So it takes time, but when they get there, you get 10 title defenses. You get you tie Muhammad Ali. You make millions of dollars. Sometimes your reign isn't as long because you don't have the boxing pedigree, but you take advantage of the opportunity, and that's what we got to understand. Who cares about how big your window is? As long as you built your own window.
Gotcha.
And Deontay Wilder built his own window. So I appreciate, just like you built your own window.
Yeah.
They fired you. What they do? Fire you. They kicked you out. Whatever. You get threatened. What you do? You still show up every day for 2 or 3 hours, right? Telling your truth. And that's what we got to learn to do. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Go watch the film, 9 Wise.
Thank you, man.
My YouTube channel is Barbershop Conversations. I appreciate you, Star.
Thank
I appreciate you, Star. And thank you. And I'm going to tell everybody you're a man of your word, man,
Yes, sir.
because you got back to me immediately. Thank you, brother.
Have a good day, man. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Okay, all right. Frederick on the check out his film, folks. All right, let me put another one of my sponsors back on the screen here, guys. Make sure you check out www.herbandstone.shop. I'm coming back to the phone lines. Give me a second, guys. Also on the screen coming up right now. Let me make sure I got the audio clicked in the right way. www.smartlandbuyers.com. Okay, and if you are a sponsor or advertiser of the show and you're watching the show and you do not see your banner in rotation, send me an email. This is what I do in the afternoons. I do a lot of research. You know who else I need to speak to? Let me see if I can find this guy. Give me a second. Advertising. Okay. Come back to him in a second. Vega Music 305. Got your donation. Yo, Star, do you think the Bible is important now more than ever to combat the agenda they, all caps, are pushing? So I'm a non-believer in the theory of God, so the Bible doesn't mean to me what it means to you, respectfully, if you are a believer. I think religion is dangerous, sir. More people have been slaughtered and killed on this planet in the name of religion. So is the Bible important now more so than ever? No. No, to answer your question, I do not. Depending on how far back you go with religion, if you look at the Great Crusades, how many millions of people died in the name of religion, you know? So, no, to be more precise, I think that education is important. And again, I'm a heterosexual male. I don't care who you love. I don't care if you lick a hole or suck a pole. I don't give a fuck. But when we start talking about mind control of children, or if not mind control, you know, allowing them to make choices that could ultimately be detrimental to their psychological advancing, that concerns me. That concerns me. Now, I try not to chime in too much because I'm not a biological father, but there are certain things that I do feel passionate about, and I'm really questioning this California being the first state to allow this, you know. And if you're just not joining the show, folks, I gave an analogy earlier. I don't know if it really means anything to anybody, but we've done shows on, you know, can my, how do we phrase that? Can I change my ethnicity? Can I change my nationality? Simply because I feel a certain way at a certain time in my life. You may see me as an African American or part Italian American, but I feel like I'm Mandarin. I feel Cantonese. Even though I don't speak Cantonese or Mandarin, even though I don't speak Polish, I feel Polish today. Are we allowed to do that? Are we allowed to fill out certain applications, whether they be for renting, purchasing of land, taxes? Can I say, hey, you know, I'm, never mind what you see, I'm really a Caucasian female, deep down inside. My family's from, I don't know, Kansas. Troll babies? Just a thought, but thank you for your donation. West Africa on the check-in. Why do they keep saying WAC 100 is too old? Question mark. Isn't that whole gang talk his native culture? Can there be an age limit? I think not, if it's culture. You have a good point, sir. I don't know, the ins and the outs of what he says or does. No disrespect, but I don't follow him. I don't want to hear that old gang shit. A lot of that shit I did in the 80s. I don't want to be reminded, But, I respect it. As you just said, it's their culture out there. Blade on the check-in. I think I read that one. Hold on, guys. Let me make sure I get all PayPal. Sugar G on the check-in saying Wilder fucked up by not taking the $10 million bag to wait until after Fury fought Joshua, got his ass beat, and fucked up $10 million more. Okay. Hang on a second, guys. Mike D, I got your donation, pardon me. Did I pick up Mike? Mike, if I did not pick you up, man, my apologies. I've just been kind of rambling with a few people here. Mike D, thank you for your donation. Anthony, got your donation, okay. Rory on the check-in. Barrington, got your donation. Barrington says, Crime Skills has an undisciplined tool. Okay. And fuck Zach Lee. Okay. Dominic, how are you? Supporting the machine. Thank you, Dominic. Is it Andrea? Hey, Andrea, how are you? Sent you an email. Okay. I will check for your email. Hold on a second. Andrea. Give me a second. Where is Andrea? Okay. Hey, pretty girl. Looking good. I didn't know I sent the first pick. I know. Thank you so much. Where are you located? Are you in Atlanta? Are you coming to Atlanta? Hold on a second. Okay, I'll read this in private after the show. Thank you so much, Andrea, for your support, okay? Blade sent another donation in. Happy Guinea Day to everyone, okay? James got your donation. Thank you, James. Okay, James, let's make sure that I have your YouTube channel link. Hold on a second. Okay, James, here's my email address on the screen. I got your Cash App. Make sure I have your information so we can get what you need to get that popping for you. Thank you for your support. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to say the name, but I'll just say Guzman. I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay, Guzman. And Wicked Hebrew on the check-in says, check your email. What is Wicked Hebrew? Okay. Okay. That nigga Frederick better not do any speeches behind podiums anytime soon. Muslims don't smoke, but they'll be smoking on his pack. Damn, okay. Okay. I'm just reading the goddamn the Cash App. Crook from DeBrook on the check, and I got your donation. Early show, damn, sobriety got star moving different. Sir, let me educate you in case you don't know what's going on with me. Holy shit, I got the second Moderna vaccine today at 11 a.m. I'm going to post it in my Instagram, or on my Instagram page after this show. I feel okay. My head was a little, what would the word be, heavy. A half an hour after the shot. Just a little heavy. I took one Tylenol. I'm okay now. I've got a protein shake right here, just in case I start feeling like I'm a crash, but thank you for your support. And I was waiting for this particular shot so that I could then schedule, I might as well tell on myself, so that I could schedule a podcast that I'm filming. What's today's date? Within the next 3 weeks. I wanted to wait to make sure there were no side effects. So if I get through this week without getting a fever, without getting a lump under my arm, I've heard crazy stories. But I got the second shot today. Thank you for your donation, all right? Okay. Folks, also, I'll come back to the screenwriter that I'm looking for. But let me just say this. I have a script. I need someone or no more than 2 people to help me tweak and just change a few things around for a film that I'm going to shoot here in Atlanta. I've been talking about it. I'm a very methodical, slow mover. So people are being paid. And salute to the people who I've met recently who have assisted me in casting and other things. Good people. I don't badmouth anybody. I'm a very unorthodox person in terms of my approach and my strategy. That's just me. I've always believed in jumping from the frying pan into the fire. That's how I get shit done. So, if you are a screenwriter with experience, have a project, we can talk money after I see a sample of your writing. And again, with all due respect, please, nobody from New York you're moving to Atlanta. No, you have to be here. You have to know Atlanta. You have to know Atlanta because the script is crazy. It's fucking bananas, all right? Here's a very important thing. Please do not tag me on Instagram or Twitter with screenwriters. The screenwriter himself or herself has to reach out to me. I'm not pursuing anybody. I need to see the hunger. I need to know that you are available. You have time to do this. I'm not going to be chasing somebody, for them to fit me in after they've done 5 other jobs, okay? But thank you for your donation. Who's calling from area code 973? It's kind of loud, 973. You there, 973.
Hello?
Yes. Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon. I was just calling in for about the gender-neutral dolls.
Well, you got a lot of noise in the background. Can you make some adjustments so I can hear you? It's a lot of noise. I appreciate the call on the topic, okay. But can you fix whatever you're doing there? Some type of noise in the background? You there? Okay, he dropped out. Area code 917. Good afternoon. You there? 917. Yes, no, maybe?
Hi, Star.
Hey. Who's this?
Star, can you hear me?
I can. Who's this? How are you?
New York is in the house. Brooklyn. How are you, Star? What's going on?
I'm
loving
good.
Your show.
Thank you. I'm talking about a few different topics. California becoming the first state, if you're up to speed, with regards to having gender-neutral toy aisles. You know about this?
Is it okay to cuss on your show? Is it okay to cuss?
Can you try not to? We're having a good discussion. I mean, if it, takes over the discussion, okay. But who am I speaking to?
All right. I'm gonna express this. I'm where does it come from that people think kids are thinking about sexuality at 2, 3, 4, and 5?
Yeah. What
is a gender-neutral doll? Do they have both anatomies down there?
I don't know. I'm not a parent.
I'm a parent. I haven't seen this doll.
Okay.
I'll be curious to know what a gender-neutral doll is. Do they have nothing?
Well, hang on a second. You're a mother of how many and what ages? Can I ask that?
I'm a mother of 1. She's 12.
Okay. I'm concerned. That's the word I've been using here today. I'm concerned. And again, I don't have any biological kids, but, it's more than just a doll. It's a whole goddamn section, a whole aisle.
Yeah.
This is
friggin'
a requirement.
This is crazy.
Come on.
It's demonic. It's crazy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and they get to do this. This capitalistic society is really dragging us down. It is ruining us as a people in this world.
Do you blame capitalism? I mean, capitalism is just a system. I mean, we're talking something different here. I don't know if you can blame the system.
Do you think so? Do you think so, Star? It's in the stores. They're marketing it. They're selling it.
Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, they're manufacturers making this doll. It all comes down to the dollar in the end. But now this dollar and your obsession, I mean, they're just playing on us as a people, distracting us, I think, and coming after our children. And it's not going to happen. It's up to us at this point not to buy that crap, not to even buy it. Leave it on the shelf. Yeah. That's what we do.
Hang on a second, if I can just interject. Target Corp, which has 1,915 stores across the United States, announced in 2015 that it would stop using some gender-biased signs in their stores as well. So it's more than just a doll. It's things that give an outline to what a boy is or should be, or what a girl is or should be. Jump in there.
Exactly. Like there should be no role. There should be no distinction between us. We should have no distinction, a man and a woman, a girl and a boy. Let's just, just be one. You know what I'm saying? It's not natural. Okay. It's unnatural. Okay? That's what it is. I have family members. I mean, there's no disrespect to anyone that is who's chosen an alternative lifestyle. That's not what we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different. Now you're going extra now. Now you're honing in on our children. They don't make that type of decision when they're kids. And I heard that Little Nas. I'm reading a couple of things. I'm sorry, Star. Okay. I'm reading a couple of things where Nas now is liking females now.
I don't think he was ever gay. I think he was just trolling, Lil Nas. He was trolling like David Bowie, like Prince, and a host of others. They just
God,
they've used
Star.
Go ahead.
You didn't think he was gay?
No, I never thought he was gay.
Little Nas? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it fake that I'm seeing him? Oh my God, was he not twerking on the devil and doing fellatio on men? I mean, no. Was that? Is this red carpet type shit?
Well, hang on a second. I'm sure you're much younger than me. I'm 57. They
Thank you, Star. I'm up there with you, though.
Okay. They have something now called gay for play or gay for pay. So in their minds, they're having sex. No, I'm not gay. I'm having gay sex, but it's a job. You up to speed on that?
What the hell? I've never heard about that. That's some deviant crap.
Hang on.
What are these people? I mean, what is it? The mighty dollar that they changing up, switching up, and think it's okay? Get out of here, that money whores.
Can you Google gay for pay? I'm looking at it.
Going horse.
Hang on. Google it.
What?
Do you have time? Gay for pay.
Yeah, I got time.
Gay
for pay. Let me see what the hell that is. I don't know what the hell.
Hold on a
second. Gay for pay.
Gay for pay.
You know what I'm saying? For what? To what? To walk the red carpet?
I want you to read
sell
this.
A couple of records?
I want you to read this.
Gay for
Tell
pay.
me when you got it. Go ahead and read it when you got it. Hang on, folks. We're having a discussion.
Give me a minute. Gay for pay. Right. Give me a minute. Gay for pay. I see gay for pay opportunities. Should I click that one?
Wikipedia. Read the Wikipedia. I'm looking at it. Describes male or female actors.
Wikipedia.
Pornographic stars. Come on.
I got it. Yes. I'm there. So gay for pay describes male or female actors, pornographic stars, or sex workers who identify as heterosexual. Let me read that shit again. Gay for pay describes male or female actors, pornographic stars, or sex workers who identify as heterosexual, but who are paid to act or perform as homosexual professionally. That's the first time I heard this type of shit. I can't believe this.
There you go.
And they got it on Wikipedia like it's a job?
That's right.
Oh, my God. This is where we at. Could you believe this fake shit? Now the Me Too and the LGBTQ and all of them should be coming out against that type shit. March on that. Tell them that. March on this craziness. They defaming their culture. That's what's going on with that.
Okay.
Tell the LGBTQ and the gay community to march against that.
Well, now, hang on a second. Are you on social media, Instagram or Twitter?
No, I'm not a social media person. I'm just getting into it. I mean, I just got on YouTube in February.
Gotcha. I was going to say just.
But I'm getting there.
Okay. Make yourself an Instagram account or a Twitter account and just go at those LGBTQ plus people. See how far you get.
Yeah, I'm right. Really? You mean that, Star? I'm
being a smart ass.
Sending.
I'm being a smart ass.
You're being a smart ass.
That's right.
But you had another gentleman, a caller there that has the movie, right? If I can just get 2 more seconds, smart ass.
Go ahead.
You had a gentleman over there that talked about a movie with a Muslim leader who actually had
Elijah Muhammad
with young girls.
Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, Elijah Muhammad. So this was the crux. From what I read, this was why Malcolm X got in deep, trouble with the whole nation because of this, of identifying how hypocritical his leader was. It wasn't the matter of him. I mean, yes, it is the matter because I don't recall whether these were young girls or women, that were, hopefully they were women and not young girls, 14 teenagers. But that was the whole reason why Malcolm X walked away from the nation, the hypocrisy.
There was a lot of other reasons, but those were just some of the reasons. But that's.
There were many. That was the most. That was, I think, to me, that was the most critical for him because it changed his perception of the leader that he so believed in. I mean, every other word that he used was giving praise to Elijah Muhammad.
That's correct.
So that was a huge, in my opinion, effect. It's not a matter of, there's only one wife. In America, a man can only have one wife. And you were right on that part. You were right on that point, Star. The Mormons have more than one wife.
Oh, yeah.
They're in America.
Oh, yeah.
So is it a double standard? That wasn't the issue. I don't think that was the issue, but I'm interested enough to see his movie and see his take on it. I'm surprised that I haven't heard a lot of backlash from the nation because how
please go check it out, and I would like to know your thoughts. Yeah, but check it out. He's a sponsor, and he's been on this show before, so he's standing firm on it, and I promoted it for him.
Yeah. I'm going to check it out because I read a lot of Malcolm X books. That was one of my favorite leaders that I read a lot on him. I'm very passionate about that. So I'd love to see his take. I think he's the first one, actually, in my memory, that's going to make a movie on this point. You know what I'm saying? So I love to see how he shares his story and his position on it. So I'm waiting also, Star, just to see if you turn green, if you start breaking out in hives, bumps. Before I take my vacation, because people don't think that, people out here aren't scared. We some folks out here scared. Okay, I'm waiting for some.
Baby, I'm chicken shit, and that's why I got the shot. I've made no.
Because
I'm chicken shit.
I think you're courageous to get it. Get the shot. I think you're courageous.
No. I'm chicken shit, and that's why I got the shot. But all jokes aside, all jokes aside, I was more concerned about if I do have COVID, because I was sick as hell a year ago.
Yeah.
I want to make sure, or try to make sure I'm taking some type of vaccine that prevents me from giving it to someone else. That's my real concern. I mean, I've got
I understand that.
I've got my estate set up. If something happens to me, what happens to my family, none of them get a goddamn thing, but certain things will be put into place so that they're not homeless, but that's why.
Damn, I don't want to lose you like that, man. Because, but you're right. It's a hard decision. People are gonna have to make it, individually. I don't think anyone should force it on us. I think that if you are living safe and being responsible, that should count as well. I think also that you should be, tested for antibodies and see how it will react to you, because not all of us are made the same.
right.
So yeah, test for antibodies. See if this shot will be, relate to you well. I mean, I'm so nervous about this shit. I'm doing everything, and my job is telling me, hey, either you do it or you're not gonna have a job. I'm like, what the hell?
That's kind of sad. Well, listen, I appreciate the call, darling. I'm gonna take more calls. Have a great day, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Star.
Bye now. Bye. All right, hang on a second, guys. Well, we jumped all around, huh? Gay for pay? What the fuck? I might take a break and go get something to drink here. I don't want no more coffee. Guys, I feel okay since getting the second shot. I don't want to speak too soon. But so far, so good. I had a slight cloudiness in my head earlier. But I'm okay now. Or am I on the way out? Am I almost out of here? Let me put a sponsor on the screen and I will come back. Give me 3 minutes. I'm just going to get some ice and a protein shake. Be right back. Don't you move. Okay, back in the building. We haven't touched too much on the topic of discussion in the showrunner. I guess nobody's interested. It did pretty good in the community section, though, I will say that. Peach Radio Show got your donation. What's wrong with inclusion? ? Why does the work have to cater to heterosexuality? Good question. Would you like to call in? I don't claim to know all the answers, but that's a fair question. As a society, why should we alienate others simply because they feel different? And does it have to necessarily always have to be a black thing? Or do we always have to put black issues against gay issues? In the land of money, power, respect. Houston, I see you. Are you on the line, sir? Are you on the line, Houston? Oh, you know what I want to talk to you guys about? I'm so tired of going viral. I really am. Some of you ask me why I don't post a lot of my old interviews and old footage from my old shows. I have all that stuff. And if I can just say this, a lot of my catalog, I own all of it. The stuff from Hot 97, I own all those shows. Power 105, Pulse 87, 100.3 The Beat. I own all my content, Vlad TV. So I've got enough stuff to put out over the years whenever I decide to stop doing this. I mean, I enjoy this. I do this because I enjoy it, not because I so much have to, but I enjoy it. So some of this stuff, or a lot of it, I know it will go quote unquote viral because of how I execute certain things. and have in the past. And if you look at today's society now, many things are considered to be a hot button or buzzwords. Are you guys up to speed on the old story of Remy Ma getting that work from Gloria Velez? Let me just talk to my troll babies for a second. Gloria Velez, who put hands and feet on Remy Ma. Now, this is an old story, but that clip is now circulating again. And my name is right in the middle of it. Now, I am Clout Daddy, but I'm not looking to, squeeze the eagle all the time. I don't necessarily need 400,000 subscribers. I mean, I know how to do shit like that. I've lost channels. Don't get it twisted. I know how to position certain videos to get a couple 100,000 views. You guys know what I'm talking about? Google Gloria Velez, or did Gloria Velez beat up Remy Ma? Now, Remy Ma's outright denied it. What? Who? Playing dumb. Google Gloria Velez, world star, old ass clip. Or go find Gloria Velez on Instagram. She's got my video right there. It's been there for a number of years. I don't even want to chime in. I'm tired of going viral. My best shows, my best numbers are when I'm by myself. I say that respectfully to everybody who's ever, come on and assisted the greatness of me. No, a lot of you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, it was a fight back in the days. Woo! And that radio station, Hot 97, didn't want nobody talking about it. I'm not going to go into the details of why. I'm probably one of the only people from that era who spoke about it. It was a brawl. I'll just leave it at that. But keep your eye on things. Keep your eye on things. Anyway, so the point is, sometimes I don't really want my old content out there because, we'll come back to another point in time. Stormy Winter got your donation. Big Pharma fronted. Biden a vaccine pack. Capitalism. Yeah. And how about the president? They had that little setup to make it look like he was at the White House when he got the shot. Was it the shot or was it saline? They give a lot of people saline shots, and they perpetrate the fraud like it's the vaccine, but it's not. Now, I don't know if it was saline that they gave President Biden or not. Hold on a second. But thank you for your donation, Stormy Winter, okay? Danny got your donation. Thank you. Are you on the line, sir? Danny, where are you? 973? Danny, good afternoon. Are you there? Danny.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
Hey, happy Columbus Day to you, man. What's going on with you?
I was calling in about that topic, about the gender-neutral section.
California becomes the first state to require gender-neutral toy aisles for large retail stores. This comes out. Well, this story, comes out of Sacramento, but it's the entire state. What say you?
I'm trying to figure out, what is this really about? Who asked for this, to be honest? And aside from that, it's more so, what are you going to put in these aisles anyway? What's a gender-neutral toy? What is that? What does that look like? I don't think I've ever met a gender-neutral person. Not because they don't exist, but because what does a gender-neutral person look like? These are the things that I'm wondering about. And then when they come out with stuff like this, it's like, what are you really trying to do? You get what I'm saying? And what are you really trying to teach the kids? That it's okay to do what? You know?
Can I ask how old are you and are you a parent? Danny?
I'm 25. I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, I mean, I'm in my 20s, so I can't really say, you know, for sure if I'm gonna have kids. But
You're a young
with
man.
stuff like this, it just makes you think. Hello?
Have you ever heard of something called queer theory? Queer theory.
No.
Are you a college student by any chance? I'm just a dropout, but queer theory.
Nah, I'm a dropout just like you.
Well, I'm going to suggest that you read up on something called queer theory because it's gaining traction. It's gaining traction.
Okay, by any specific author?
No, just put it in Wikipedia and get a breast on it. But with regards to your question,
okay.
With regards to your question, where are we going, or what are they trying to do? There's many differences of opinion, but this is a law now. You know, it's a law.
Mm-hmm.
California.
I don't know. I want to see what it looks like. Like, what does a gender neutral toy look like? And as a kid, if they go in as a boy or girl or whatever, you go down each aisle. What's gonna magnetize you to the gender neutral aisle versus the aisle that, you know? Because look, this is my thing. If you're a boy and you like Barbie dolls or whatever, hey, that's up to you. If you're a girl and you like the Ken dolls, that's up to you. But what does the gender neutral doll look like? That's my thing.
Well, I'm hopeful that we start having color neutral restaurants. You know, and other things. If we're going to give this traction and we're going to make this a law, which it is, there should be other things now that come behind this. You know, color neutral driving areas. When you apply for certain housing, real estate, jobs, you should have the right to say, I don't want to check anything. I'm ethnic neutral. I'm nationality neutral. Okay, you were saying?
I mean, with that, I'm not at that point yet. I kind of already do that anyway, to be honest, just to mess with people, for job interviews and stuff like that, just to test them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, you know, that was my main thing I was calling in about. As far as the Wilder situation as well, so I wanted to touch on that. I felt like I wasn't really going for Wilder just because I already knew he was going to lose, to be honest. I boxed for a little while, so I have an understanding of just like how it goes. He has a lot of heart, man, and I feel like it's bad, like how they're doing him on social media and stuff like that. But at the same time, I understand because he made a wrong move when Tyson Fury came over after the fight and he tried to do, you know, the sportsmanship thing and just, you know.
Right.
And he didn't want to piece it up after the fight. You know, leading up to the fight, whatever hatred you have is cool. Whenever you get into the ring, after that fight's over, man, the fight's over. You know, you have to be a sportsman. You have to be, you know, you guys did business together at the end of the day.
Right.
You lost. And you have to suck it up. As a man, you lost. It is what it is.
You're right.
You know, so I that was the only thing I didn't like about that was the fact that, you know, you took the L. And you didn't want to, and it's not like it was a decision or anything, but like you got knocked out clean.
Yeah.
So piece it up with the guy.
Yeah. All right. Hey, man, I appreciate your donation. Have a great day, all right?
You as well. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, wasn't Deontay Wilder talking about he could beat Mike Tyson in his prime? Didn't he say that? That crazy shit. Folks, if you're just now joining me, again, I'm doing research in the afternoons, and I'm looking for one or two screenwriters in Atlanta only to revise and tweak a script that I wrote some years ago, and I want to shoot the trailer down here. Now, at some point, I will be looking for a director as well, maybe 30 days from now, because I've got to focus on another project. I thought I had someone... People are busy. I'll just say that. I don't badmouth anybody. I appreciate everybody who reaches out, but right now I just want to get 2 screenwriters on board. But again, please, nobody from other states. You have to be here in Atlanta because we have to meet. I'll pay you for the meetings. I'm not saying, let's just meet for free. No, I'll pay you for the meetings because this is a project that I am going to film. No ifs, ands, or buts. Brock got your donation. He says, Rory would make Barbie top and Ken bottom dolls. Houston, where are you? He says, I told motherfuckers about the... Okay, you on the line? I don't see you, Houston, but I got your email. Thank you. Brian, I got your donation. Brian says, salute, is the steak sauce from Guyana? Oh, you mean the, I don't have that bottle here in front of me anymore. I put it back in the kitchen. You're talking about Green Island Spice. Google Green Island Spice. Or maybe I'll see if I can find it, put it on the screen. Hold on a second, guys. Where's that showrunner? I should have had it out earlier. Green Island Spice. I'm going to have to search for it. But thank you for your donation, Brian. Okay, James, I got your donation. Okay. And Miss Lady Drea, I will respond to you after the show, okay? I got your email. Thank you so much. A few more calls, guys. A few more calls. Where's 813 calling from? Good afternoon, 813. Is that Florida?
Yo.
813. Good afternoon.
Yo, Star, is real Tampa, brother.
Hey, what's up, man? How you?
I'm doing good, doing good. I want to know if you're still coming.
I'm actually pushing my Clearwater, Florida trip back to December because I have a podcast I'm trying to film here next month. I was really doing everything around this second COVID vaccination. I'm going to give myself a week, to see if I have any side effects. And then I'm going to film the podcast, and then in December head down to Florida.
Okay, man. I'm waiting on you.
Okay. Are you trying to set me up? Who are you, sir?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Say it again.
You trying to set me up? I do carry in Florida, just in case you call.
Oh! I know you run with Carucci. I would never try you.
Yeah.
Just a huge fan. Would love to collaborate, and if not, just glad you're in the area. Big fan.
Okay, I appreciate you, man.
Respect. I know the hater has no really no fans, but it's love from Tampa, man.
Okay.
Just whenever you come.
I will be coming through in a bulletproof white CL 600, bulletproof. Okay.
Hey, I can't wait to have lunch with you, man.
Okay.
Meet Carucci.
Okay. Talk to you soon, man. Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir. Okay. I don't know if we're doing lunch, but I'll give you some dap. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Let me do a couple of cash apps here, and I'm going to end the show. Rome, I got your donation. Today it's gender neutral. Tomorrow it's bestiality. You were right, Star. Salute. Okay. Bussy Lover on the check-in says, since my first Moderna shot, I can't get enough of having my ankles put behind your neck. Wow, okay, he's talking about a brolic tranny, size 17 feet. Good luck to you, sir. Bussy Lover, okay? Monkey Neutral. Star, do you accept screenwriters that feel like they're in Atlanta, ? If so, fly me out. It's me, your son, # sucker shit. No, you have to be in Atlanta. You cannot be another state. Oh no, I'm flying into Atlanta on such and such. No, I'm not playing that game. You're coming down to do that. You have to be here. We may have to have a spontaneous meeting on a Sunday morning, which I'll pay you for. But then we may have to have a meeting on a Wednesday night on locations. This is going to be a location thing. It's not just going to be, you type something, we shoot it back and forth. No, man, it's got to feel like an Atlanta film, all right? But thank you for your donation. Vic, I got your donation. Vic says, for the Badussi machine. Thank you, sir. And I think that's it. I think we're done, guys. Thank you for your support this afternoon, and thank you for chiming in on these topics. Here's my email address if you're a writer, again, in the Atlanta area. Or if you want to advertise on the show, doing some new things by way of promotion, and you can get yourself a marketing deck if you have not seen it with all the analytics, so you can know who my target demo is and if we are going down the same path. All right, you guys have a good day. Let me get a banner on the screen here. Make sure you check this man out. He does great work, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.